Hi, my name is Alex Mijatovic. I'm a professor of probability at the statistics department of Warwick University.
Hello, my name is Jorge Gonzalez-Cazares. I'm an assistant professor at UNAM, which is National Autonomous University of Mexico.
So the main idea behind the program is to bring together experts in machine learning and experts in applied probability who know about heavy tail phenomena. Now, what are heavy tail phenomena? The point is that many of the applications of machine learning in real world problems often exhibit heavy tail phenomena without heavy tails actually being put into the problem. And they're actually understanding them is crucial for dealing successfully with the problems at hand. Now, one specific example that comes to mind and is sort of very recent is ChatGPT. I think Jorge can describe a little bit.
Yeah. So ChatGPT has been very popular and used by both students and professors alike to either do their homeworks or grade them. And it turns out that essentially this is a machine learning program that is predicting the next word every time, right? So it's just predicting the next word that it needs to write to create some coherent story for the user. And the reason why this is like heavy tail, really, is that if you think about the words that you use throughout your life, or maybe on the websites, on books, and you plot them by decreasing frequency of use, very few words make up most of the probability, so are used very, very often. And then most of the words are used very, very sparsely. So this graph will turn out to be very, very heavy-tailed, right? I mean, think of just any somehow complex word which you rarely use in your life, and somehow most of the words are like this, right? They're rarely used in your life, so this makes up a very, very heavy-tailed distribution.
The main aim of the program, coming back to this, is really to bring people from these two different fields of scientific activity and try to make progress on problems that arise in this way. This program, as we discussed earlier, is aiming to bring two different communities together to sit in the same room. And that in itself is not easy, right? So language issues are problems. So people speak scientifically different languages, even though they may be dealing with very closely related aspects or concepts. And one of the main challenges here was to actually get people together, get them in a room, and give them enough time so that they can not just start to communicate, but also try to make some progress with some of the relevant issues. So the first thing, of course, is always to identify the problems. Even that's a highly non-trivial thing, as anybody who's tried to do application of mathematics in the real world knows. So this is the thing that we're actually trying to do here, and we are very happy that the INI affords us this opportunity to actually be able to do that.
Yeah, this is great. In fact, yes, indeed, each community frames the problem in their own words and in their own aspects. They put their own assumptions, and it's not clear exactly how they relate to each other. And even though applied probability should be very close to machine learning, there's barely any communication between either side. And I think this program helps put some middle ground where people can sit together and actually discuss this and see how things from applied probability have been used in some sense in machine learning, and how things that people in applied probability, or sometimes even in theoretical probability, apply to machine learning. So for example, last week we found out how some people in machine learning are using the Hausdorff dimension of the path trajectories of Levy processes. Like it sounds completely bonkers, right? But I don't think this theoretical probabilist René Schilling was thinking, oh yes, I'm sure in 20 years' time this will be used in machine learning at all, right? This is just completely unexpected. But I think this program precisely lays out the best scenario for people to actually interact and find out that, okay, so people in machine learning are interested in this, so I have a renewed motivation to actually work more on this, or try to motivate it using applications, or maybe even shift a little bit my research in that direction. Or machine learners now think, okay, actually we should maybe pay more attention to what they're doing in applied probability, or maybe theoretical probability as well.
Yes, in some sense, our main aim for the program is to actually sow seeds for such things to happen in the future more, right? So let's hope we succeed. I think there will be many collaborations coming out of this program. In fact, I know that we're now maybe a third, 10 days into the program, and there's already collaborations on the way. we speak with the participants. Some of the people have started new work here. We spoke to a chap this morning who told us that he had contacted another participant prior to arriving here because he was interested in a specific aspect of the other participant's work, and that collaboration is already on the way. Now, collaborations across disciplines are always difficult, and predicting exactly what the outcomes of these things will be. There's certainly going to be some good research done, but I think that given the interest people showed in coming to this program, I think that this will spark many directions, new directions of research, which will sort of keep bearing fruit for a long time to come.
I also spoke with another participant from Applied Probability that approached one of the lecturers, Umut Simsekli, and they spent maybe 3-4 hours discussing what could be done, how to formalize some of the statements that he made, just hand-waving, right? And yes, I think many people were interested in working towards bridging this gap between machine learning and applied probability. So properly framing in terms of probabilistic terms, all these models that they use in machine learning, trying to formalize whatever statement or observation they see empirically. Yeah, I think there's a lot of interest, and I definitely think a lot will come out of this. Hopefully, yes.